special guest today is Diarra Cummings. Hi, Diarra.
Hi, Mary.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Excited to be here.
Diarra is the owner and creator of Snatched Fitness, which is a home-based Pilates studio in Brooklyn, right? And Diarra is a former dancer.
So I was trained at the Dance Department School, and I danced with the company in the Porta Ballet. I also danced with Garth Fagan dance, so I have ballet and a modern dance background. And my Pilates training, I was certified in mat and apparatus in 2008, so I've been teaching for about 10 years. I also teach prenatal clients, and I'm recently certified teacher in the Progressing Ballet technique.
I've heard really good things about them, so I'm kind of anxious to show everybody. What is the goal, and what should this do for, like, say, pointe dancers specifically?
So pointe dancers typically focus on strengthening their feet and their ankles, and that's very important, but it's also crucial to learn which muscles you need to initiate for proper alignment and posture. And so these exercises are actually going to build the muscle memory you need in order to maintain good alignment, to prevent injury, and to rehab injury if you have any, and just to sustain good habits throughout our dance training and dance career, so we can dance for as long as we want.
Okay, so can you teach me some of these exercises?
I am so excited to teach you these exercises.
I'm going to get on the mat and do it. Okay, so let's do it. So we've got some nice workout mats here. We've got a workout ball, and I just want to remind everybody to make sure that you get some kind of supervision, especially at first when you're trying these exercises, maybe with a teacher or another dancer or even a Pilates instructor, especially like Diarra. Okay, so can you show me? Let's do this.
So I'm going to have you lay on your back, and we're going to start with the knees over the ball. You want to start with the ball as close to the tailbone as possible. Just keep your head and shoulders on the mat. So there's a little bit of rotation here at the hips. So you're kind of hugging the sides of the wall with your calves, right? So we're going to breathe in, and you're going to slowly start to roll your hips up to the ceiling and extend both of your legs nice and long. And what we're spotting for is making sure the pelvis is level and that we're not dipping in the lower back. And then you're going to slowly round your spine back down, bending the knees and then hugging the wall back and toward the tailbone. Right? We can do about 6 reps, generally speaking. So we'll lift here on the inhale and think of lengthening through the legs and the feet. Good. And then we're going to breathe out and just start from the top of the spine and roll it down.
And I have to tell you, I feel this already. I feel this on my backside already, that's a good thing.
So the muscles that we're targeting here are the external hip rotators. We're definitely engaging inner thighs, your abductors, and hamstrings and glutes, and slowly going down.
And this feels like it would also be not only to get you ready for class, but it almost feels like it's restorative since you're going through your spine as well.
It's absolutely a great way to warm up. It's also a great way to cool down, right? It's a really great way to balance out the pelvis and balance out the spine.
And I have to tell everybody, when you start to use the balls and things, you can't cheat.
You can't cheat, and the great thing about working with the physio ball or any kind of resistance prop is that it's going to give you a lot of feedback, right? So if you start to feel like you're going to tip to one side, then you can make adjustments to stay balanced. So really the point is to stay as stable and as square as possible in the pelvis as you're doing these bridges. The other thing to think about is if you are hyperextended, you probably want to keep the ball a little bit further underneath the knees, right? So I always try to cue the ball starting very close to the tailbone.
So that is really good. I feel a lot with this exercise.
Great.
Right now, are there any others that you wanted to?
So now we'll go into actually internally and externally rotating the femur, which is your turn out, turn in with your thigh. So let's do the same thing. We're going to roll up into that bridge, lengthening through the legs. Good. So Mary's externally rotated here, turned out. We're going to flex the feet from here. Good. And with flex feet, we're going to internally rotate into parallel. We're going to point the feet from here. And then we're going to externally rotate into that turn out. Right? And we'll repeat that. We flex the feet here. And then we'll turn in, and then we'll point the feet, and then we'll turn out. Then we're going to reverse that, right? So stay with pointed feet, you're going to turn the thighs in, then we'll flex the feet, you're going to turn out.
Oh my goodness,
and
I really feel like that. Oh, this is like no wonder she looks so good.
And flex the feet, good, and turn it out. And then point the feet here. Now let's go ahead and roll back down into the spine. Let the knees bend, hug the ball toward the tail.
Oh my goodness.
How's that feel, Mary?
Wow. Oh my God. That is totally, but that's exactly what you need for turnout. And then just relating it back to the pointe shoes, the more engaged you are with that turnout, and the more up on your leg, and then the easier the point steps become.
Actually, exactly.
And then my whole thing is, as a point shoe fitter and as a teacher, I'm like, then you're doing more of the work and the shoe is just augmenting that rather than the shoe's doing the work for you.
Well, that's precisely it, right? So we don't actually want to use our feet to do point work. The idea is to actually use muscles that support the pelvis.
Perfect. So for this one, we need a small ball.
We need a smaller ball. Okay. So I'm going to have you lay on your side, right? Good. And you can prop your head up. And if it's more comfortable to recline, you can also extend that arm. So I'm going to have Mary externally rotate. We're going to start with the ball at mid-calf, right? And we're going to make sure that we're rolling right on top of that supporting thigh. And also spotting the top hip, making sure that this is tipped back. And Mary's going to start at double peg. So she's going to bend this knee, dragging the ball up toward her tailbone. She's going to grab the ball with her free hand. And she's going to extend that leg into her developing opposite palm. Good. Right? And then we're going to bend the knee, bring the toes back down to the ball. Good. And you're going to slowly lengthen all the way back down. Okay? We'll take another repetition there. So develop peg. Good. And catch the ball. And then lengthen it up. Good. Just making sure that that top hip is stacked. Nice. And then you're going to bend the knee. Good. And a little pressure into the ball as you extend. Right?
Ooh,
good.
Cool.
Right? And you notice that it's going to cause some instability.
Yeah.
So try one more. Right? So develop peg here.
If anybody's watching this, just know that it's really going to work out your turnout, your extension, works your core, and also, I tried to cheat a little bit and I fell over. Yeah.
So the ball does not lie, right? It will definitely, it's a bit of an oracle. I'll let you know exactly what's happening.
Let's see, can I try one more?
So yeah, and there's a couple of variations. We can go ahead and develop it here, right? And then we can do a ronde-jambe on there. So we can just take a little bend here. You can do that, or you can bend the knee out. That's your ronde-jambe, right? You can reverse that. Exactly. Good. You can bring the toe back into the ball, and then extend away.
And then you did a more advanced version where you go up.
Yeah, so if the turnout is available, you can place your foot in this position. We call that on the walk, right? And then go ahead and try it from here. So this is just a little bit more difficult. It challenges the stability of the pelvis and the strength of your turnout muscles here. Nice, Mary. Good. And extend all the way back down. Beautiful.
Oh, I totally feel that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you do both sides so you're not in.
Yeah. Okay, so those exercises were amazing, and actually Diarra's going to show us a few more. She's going to demonstrate. Diarra, I just want to say thanks so much for showing me those exercises. And I'm sure everybody is really going to enjoy them at home. I already feel my turnout muscles and my abdominals, so I think everybody's going to love them. So how can everybody find you?
So you can find me at Instagram and Facebook at Snatched Fitness NYC.
Perfect. And I just want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget to click if you like something, and subscribe and share this with other dancers that you know will work. And everybody, enjoy.